through these doors is presented by Gate City Bank.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with the tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Last weekend marked the end of the home schedule for this year's UND hockey squad. With playoffs just around the corner, North Dakota is playing their best hockey down the stretch.
Back at the point, Cooper Moore to the right side. A shot from there, they score! Controlled by North Dakota. Dylan James darts out of there to center. Swinging wide on the left, right in, he shoots and scores! Mancini's down there, played back to the point. Shot from there, they score! And we're suddenly tied at 3 apiece. Race for the puck, here comes Dylan James. He's got Kopya with him. James shoots and scores! North Dakota regains the lead at 4-3 as James is having a game. Now for Weiss to the right of the goal, centering pass, shot to Ritter, save, rebound, they score! And it's 4 apiece with 32 seconds remaining.
Big face-off coming. Nothing will come of it, and guess what? Time for some 3-on-3 free hockey.
Along the near boards, Gaber for North Dakota has it. Gaber centered in, a shot and a goal by Frisch, the game winner for the senior Ethan Frisch. North Dakota wins it by a score of 5-4 in overtime. Good evening once again and welcome from Ralph Engelstad Arena, University of North Dakota Hockey. North Dakota and Omaha for the second of this 2-game series. It will be the final game in this building this year, so it's an emotional senior night as well. Pivots away from a check, lost down a poke check to Albrecht. Albrecht beats down the right side, a shot, they score! It's Ethan Frisch! Omaha buzzing a bit now with Randall. Randall trying to tuck it in the short side, couldn't do it, they shoot and score! And he beats DeRitter, who was down on his belly, and we're tied at 1 apiece. James picks it up in the middle, McLaughlin with it, feeds near side, Jandrick scores! What a heady play by North Dakota, and Chris Jandrick gets the go-ahead goal, his 4th of the season. It's 2-1 UND. That's gonna amount to it. North Dakota's gonna win and head back to Omaha next week for the playoffs. It's all over. And North Dakota, with goals by Ethan Frisch and Chris Jandrick, win this one in regulation. And now we'll move on to the playoffs next week at Baxter Arena in Omaha.
This year's senior class ended their REA careers on top, and after the final whistle blew, it was their turn to reflect on their time in a North Dakota sweater.
Growing up in Grand Forks, it's every kid's dream to play for the University of North Dakota. I mean, every Friday, Saturday night, the thing I'd look forward to is watching the games, whether it's at home or my parents had season tickets, so we'd go to a ton of games too, and that's really kind of drove my passion for hockey and like my passion for wanting to come play for UND.
UND was one of the first teams I talked to, and I knew it was real close here, and that commitment was when I was a sophomore in high school, but I just knew right away that this is where I wanted to be.
I remember I went to the SJMJ showcase, had a good show in there, and Jax talked to me after that, and after that I kind of just wanted to come here. I don't know how you turn this place down.
For me, it was mostly trying to play hockey. It was that COVID year, and we knew that the NCHC was doing that bubble, so kind of wrote down a couple teams that my advisor would reach out to, and North Dakota was one that reached back, and I was pretty shocked and excited at the same time.
If you get an offer from North Dakota, you take it.
That team my freshman year, obviously we were really good.
We just had all the right pieces that year. Everyone knew their role and just gelled real well together.
That's where I really learned like the leadership, and that whole senior class was leaders. So being able to learn from them and pick stuff up from them was pretty cool, and just the mentality of that group was special.
It ended obviously not the way we wanted to. I think we had a really good shot at going all the way, and COVID obviously had other plans.
It was a real shame because that was a good group. We had a lot of momentum going into that postseason.
Sophomore year, definitely what sticks out is the pod. That was a great time.
The bubble, I think I'll remember that forever. That was awesome.
Getting to play the frozen face-off here at the Ralph is another pretty cool thing, you know. Getting to win that for the first time in UND history was something special.
Every year has their own little piece, something a little different. So it's just really special when you get to look back on it, like all those little challenges that you got to face with the group of guys, all the friendships you made.
I definitely just feel like just growing up over the last 4 years, the coaches really get you to mature more on and off the ice.
This is kind of where you figure yourself out these years, so moving away from home, it's a big step, and just the people I'm with, it just affects me a lot.
Playing here, being part of this culture is just super special, and it really changes you as a person. You get kind of a wider outlook on, you know, this is bigger than yourself.
Spent 2 years here, spending the summer here as well, so it's definitely a part of me, and definitely something that I want to come back on as well, and maybe see if there is a little future here, if it is coaching or something, and come back and try and give back to the community.
What I'll miss most is probably just the teammates, the friendships you make.
Just the people, the friendships. I think that's one of the biggest things for sure.
I think it's just the people downstairs, you know, you come down there every single day for 4 years just with the same group of people, and you get so close with them, and it's going to be tough leaving.
I know I'm going to miss it. I know everyone else is going to miss it. I wish I could play a sixth year.
Can't thank parents, family, teammates, coaches, all of the above. It's just, can't thank them enough for all they've done for me.
I just want to say thank you to my parents, my mom and dad, my brother, my junior coach, Mark Ferner, and my last coach, Eric Largen. Those guys all believe in me, and it was awesome that they pushed me to be where I am today.
My parents, most importantly, thank you for everything. And then just my teammates for just always being there for me.
If I could say thank you to a few people, it would definitely be my family, my teammates, and the coaching staff as well. Just everything they've done and the person they've made me.
I mean, I'll remember all of it forever. It's just such a great place to be.
Life changes a lot in those 4 years that you're here, and especially with all the experiences that we've gone through between COVID, between the 5 overtime game, the pod, all of those different things, the Penrose Cups, a lot of good memories, a lot of transformative experiences. So UND does mean everything to me. It's a lot to this place.
Playoff hockey is finally here, and the Omaha Mavericks are the only thing standing between UND and a trip to St. Paul.
I think we're in a good spot here. We haven't lost in 6 or 7 games, so I feel like we have some confidence going into Omaha again.
We've been battling all year, but I think to go through that together and grow from that definitely helps, and to be catching a stride here towards the end is exactly what we want to do.
Confidence grows near the end of the season. You're getting used to your teammates, building chemistry, so all good stuff going to the end.
We're all excited. You can feel the energy in the room. You can feel the energy in practice. We're confident at the right time, so I think we're good to go this weekend.
Nothing's been written for our season yet, so yeah, I think guys are just excited, and we're going to play hard to each other.